So walking through the streets of Amsterdam on my way to a co-working hub in Amsterdam city centre. Going to be working with Managing Director of Game Changer Marketing, Dennis de Graaf this morning, and also the Managing Director of the E-Academy, Sander van Dongen, and a number of BAs that are being mentored, coached and developed within their business networks. Question I frequently get asked is, Tony, why are you working on Saturdays? Why are you working on Sundays? Why are you working maybe 16, 17, 18 hour days at points, etc.? Why do you work a 7-day? When I initially started out, or I embarked on my journey of building my own business, I started as a young individual who had gone through the education system and had accumulated quite a lot of debt. So I suppose kind of one of the barriers that I often hear a lot of people kind of talk about is, I'd love to be my own boss, I'd love to build my own company, I'd love the opportunity to embark on a journey of building my own business, but I have an issue with capital. So I looked at it very, very simply. I started working as a brand ambassador. I started working in direct sales. I was working within a business model that I suppose kind of taught me how to develop my communication skills and gave me the opportunity to be able to go out and sell products or services on behalf of various businesses. And in return, I would create a certain level of profit in order to do so. So I remember kind of in my first week in this business, over now kind of 14 years ago, getting the opportunity to work with a team of people on a Saturday. And a few people, when they were being asked in the group, were like, no, I don't want to work on Saturday. All my friends were Monday to Friday. And I suppose my perspective was immediately different. I looked at it and I went, well, if I can work on Saturday, and there are 52 Saturdays in the year, and the average brand ambassador will go out and generate £100 or €100 in profit, depending on the country, region, product, etc. Or a top performing brand ambassador can go out and generate maybe €200 or £200 in profit on a Saturday. I started to look at it very, very simply, and when I can increase my profit model by 5,000, 7,500, maybe even 10,000 as a top performing brand ambassador on an annual basis. And I looked at this really simply, and I kind of went, the average person spends maybe kind of a year, 2 years, kind of I suppose getting the foundations of their business right. So I looked at it and I went, if it did take me 2 years to kind of really launch my business and get myself ready and ensure that I was developed, well, within that 2-year period, just by working Saturdays when maybe a lot of friends, colleagues, other people that I'd studied around maybe weren't prepared to do so, I was able to increase my capital or my savings that I could then invest on the growth of my business by an extra 5,000, 7,500, 10,000 pounds in a year over my first 12 months of, I suppose, embarking on my journey. If it was going to take me 2 years, those figures would obviously multiply by 2. So I kind of look at it and go, how many young individuals starting on their journey of running their own business can, after maybe 1 year, be in a position that they have the opportunity to increase their profitability by £5,000 at the end of year one. So I looked at it very, very simply and kind of went Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, providing I'm performing, I can create the income to cover my living costs, etc. That would then obviously mean that it would leave me with another 3 or 4 days within my working week that I could create extra capital, and then that capital could be reinvested into actually building my business, whether that be building product lines, whether that be spending money on recruiting, talent scouting, looking for people that could help and work and go into partnership with me in building these businesses. So quite simply for me, when I hear a lot of people kind of going, how many days a week should I work, or how many hours should I be working, when I'm kind of going through the journey of building my business, my attitude is, in the early years, in the early stages, take every opportunity that's available for you to not necessarily make money, but to create capital, and understanding that that capital is going to allow you to reinvest and create further growth. And then depending on what your business goals, whether they are profitability, whether they are expansion, whether they be new opportunity lines, whether it be recruiting the next, I don't know, web developer or social media manager, etc. within your business, depending what your, I suppose, kind of route, avenue, journey journey may be, your agenda going forward, rather than kind of, I suppose, limiting your thought process of kind of looking at it and going, but I don't have the money, I don't have the capital. Look at it and go, well, where can I create it? Do I have more hours in the day? Are we not functioning as a business on certain days of the week? And address those areas and take advantage of them and go and create the capital. So kind of my opinion is, when someone turns around and goes, I've got to work Saturday, I go, well, it's a huge positive that you're able to work on Saturday, because a lot of businesses and a lot of people are restricted to only maybe Monday to Friday. When I hear someone turn around and go, I've been asked to work on a Sunday, but I'm not prepared to work on a Sunday, I look at it and go, you're absolutely crazy, because you've got the opportunity again to create more capital. And then if you invest or you use that capital wisely, it's amazing that what you can go and create. Remember, being able to work a year's worth of Saturdays and being able to generate maybe 10,000 euros extra in profitability can be the difference between you being able to maybe take on a recruiter for your business. That recruiter may recruit the next game changer that opens up the new product line, or builds the next sales manager, managing director, product line manager, vice president within your business or organization. So don't take shortcuts, take advantage of any extra opportunities that you have. Thanks for listening.